Okay, so uh, importance of yield and time with regard to investment. So this table shows the example. We got a $10,000 investment. The y-axis is what the amount that it grows to, and the x-axis is the number of years. So the showed an example. Let's see if I can get this to right. Of course not. So now it will probably for me. So, but so for example here, this again, I'm going to do this on a separate lecture on the calculator, but just to show you the formula here. This so we got $10,000 invested. So this is 10,000 times one plus the interest rate, 1.14. That's our 14% right here for 30 years. So that's to the 30th power. And that is equal to the 509,000. So go to the opposite end of the spectrum. So here, this is just 10,000, our investment amount, multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate. That would be 1.06 to the 30th power. So that is going to end up with 57,000 versus 500,000. So that, obviously that's a huge difference in interest rate. But one of the things this points out is the importance of taking risk. So if you're in think of leaving all you have in a money market mutual fund, and right now earning less than 1% on that money versus investing the money in the market and say earning 9 or 10% over that 30-year period. There would be a considerable difference in the amount of money that you would have after that period of time. Rule 72. Rule 72 tells you how long it takes for the principal of the amount of the investment. In our previous example, our principal was started out with $10,000. So for example, $1,000 invested at 8% would double in 9 years. That's, you take 72 and you divide it by the interest rate, and that'll give you the number of years that it would take to double. So 2 more years sorry, 9 more years, that would double again from 2,000 to 4,000, 4,000 to 8,000. So in 27 years, that money would double two two more times. So without ever having to invest any more money. So next is an illustration of the rule of 72. So the 12% is 6 years, so 72 divided by 12, 6 years. 8%, so 72 divided by 8, 9 years. 4%, so that's would take 18 years. So the rate of return is very, very important with regard to how quickly your money will grow. Calculating future values. Now we move on to future value of an annuity. So what is an annuity? Annuity is a series of payments or series of deposits, if you will. So we're going to determine what those values are. I showed you the formula for the future value of a lump sum. It's much simpler because we only have a single payment. If you are interested in the formulas, please contact me and I will share those for you. But calculations with multiple payments are the reason that we have financial calculators. So again, the financial calculator is required for the class, so you're expected to have one. So this example is future value of two $2,000 annual investment. So again the value is on the y-axis and the years are on the x-axis. So we'll go with the top line first. So if you put $2,000 in and in your 401k every year for 30 years and you earn 14%, you would end up with $713,574. Just so so if you were going to do this calculation on your calculator, again, we'll do this in a separate vote. So you'd be N would be 30, so you type in 30 and press N. IY is going to be your interest rate, 14%. PV, whoops. Here, let's go back. The PV is going to be 0 because you don't have any money in the account to start with. And in this case, it would be payment. And that's a negative 2,000. And then there's compute key on the upper left-hand corner. So compute future value, FV. These are the 5 keys in the third row of your calculator, except for compute, that's in the upper left-hand corner. And you would get the $713,574. If we were going to do the same calculation for 6%, all we would do is we would enter 6 and press IY and then compute future value, and that would give us the $158,116. So the again the formula is actually very involved, but I would be happy to share that with you if you're interested in using formulas. If you would like to use formulas, I would suggest that you get a graphics calculator. They're much easier for doing calculations with formulas. Okay, we'll talk about calculating present values in the next lecture.